you take me tripping time. When I look at you, man of mine, the image of you takes me back to home. Zoning out in the twilight region, I pass back over time. Young woman, child, baby. Feeling the ice like splintered spray of water hoses. Hearing civil rights songs or feeling the wailing of bunions I've never known, but knew well in lifetimes years ago. Walking back, warping like kaleidoscope like in cane fields and cotton fields, in the sweet sweat heat of the South. Walking briskly up New Orleans side streets, playing mistress to ladies that wanted to speak French and top of the Mason-Dixon. Taking in wash in cramped, colored-only areas or doing chores in a white man's house. When I look at you, man of mine, my brain does a fast forward backwards. I go back past the chores for white folks, past living in slave quarters or in timbered shacks, past jumping the broom not needing no sanction, past bearing babies and letting them give them massa's last name, past inconceivable mass numbers hunched crowded in the bows of ships while the waves lurched our minds to and fro, to and fro, to and fro. Fears mounted, not knowing what was on the other side and not understanding the middle passage of time. When I look at you, man of mine, I feel myself going back, flowing backwards, caught up like in the torrid tenderness of a tornado's twist. I look into your eyes and I go back past the crazy hunger of human cargo on European ships with names like Hope and Jesus and Queen Elizabeth. Back past raping wenches on board or off. Back past when they first named us wenches. Past boring on a West African coast, past the gathering together of peoples from different tribes, past the guns, the shackles, the chains, or the yokes of bondage, heavy on the brandished bronze, copper, and onyx backs of black men, past the raids, day or night, full of fire and screams, the bang-bang of newfangled weapons to kill men, the shouts and cries of death, or the wailing of babies near the corpses of their mothers. When I look at you, man of mine, I go back in time on a historic trip. I look into your eyes and I go back past the struggles of civil rights, past the frustrations of nominal freedom, past Jim Crow oppression and clandestine Klan, past Reconstruction, past Lincoln's so-called abolition, past the People's War and the scapegoating to Rakhine or reason foggy. I go back past the weariness of slave labor to shake off Jefferson's 3/5 of a man, past witch stripping and strip whipping, past shit and shit, urine stench, feces, grit, vomit, slime, intermingled to relieve the consciousness of knowing I was being taken away. I go back past the seasickness of the sea, past the noise, the heavy thump of dropping bodies overboard, past the middle passage of the bondage, past the theft and the rape, past the curiosity when Snowboy first came to our land and we shared knowledge. I go back past tribes and generations, past tree rings starting from scratch, past wildlife roaming, elephant tusk rare, and a respect for territory. I go back past watching ancient Egyptians walking in gold robes and building pyramids that still stand, don't know how they can. Past Essenes and Osiris, Amun-Ra, Almighty Neter, past the new dreadness of dreads, locked, cause it's natural, and we be that way. I go back. When I look at you, through your ancestors, strong, proud, tall, as sure as you are sure of foot, graceful in your manliness, comfortable in the bush or the sun-scorched plain, grand adapter to the land, knowing where to go for just the right root or herb, in true communion with nature and place and space and Almighty Ra, taking time to love your environment and what dwells within. Got generations on Dr. Doolittle and his fancy fantasy, because you can read their signs, smell their smells, listen, hear their footsteps. Ah, when I look at you, man of mine, Dorothy ain't got nothing on me with her trip to Oz. Because I time travel back past fantasy, back past warped reality, back past history. To you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.